Habit 1. Dining out and takeout. Oh my, we've all been there. It's the end of a long day and the last thing you feel like doing is cooking. Or maybe you're out running errands and the aroma of freshly baked pizza wafts through the air, tempting you to swing by the nearest pizzeria. Eating out or ordering takeout can be convenient and satisfying, but it can also be a major drain on your wallet. Think about it this way. Let's say you spend an average of $10 on a meal when you eat out or order takeout. If you do this once a day, that's $70 per week, or $360 per week, or $360 per month. And that's just for one person. If you have a family, those costs can quickly add up. Now, we're not saying you have to swear off dining out or takeout altogether, but if you're someone who does it regularly, it might be worth considering some alternatives that can save you money in the long run. For example, you could try meal planning and cooking at home more often. It may take a bit more effort up front, but it can save you a ton of cash in the long run. You could also try packing your lunch for work or school instead of eating out. Or, if you do decide to treat yourself to a meal out, consider looking for deals or coupons to save a few bucks. So, the next time you're tempted to pull up to the drive-through or order delivery, think about the potential impact on your wallet. A little bit of planning and effort can go a long way in saving you money on your daily habits. Habit 2. A lack of planning can cost you. You go to the grocery store without a list or meal plan, and before you know it, you've thrown all sorts of random items into your cart. Maybe you're feeling hungry and you impulsively grab a bag of chips or a frozen pizza. Or maybe you just can't resist a good sale and you end up buying things you don't really need. The problem with this habit is that it can lead to overspending and food waste. When you don't have a plan, it's easy to overbuy or purchase items that you don't end up using. And let's face it, those chips or that frozen pizza may seem like a good idea at the time, but they're not exactly the most nutritious choices. So, what can you do to break this habit and save money at the grocery store? One solution is to start meal planning and creating a grocery list. This can help you stay organized and focused at the store, and it can also help you save money by only buying the items you need. You can even try using a meal planning app or website to make the process even easier. By taking the time to plan ahead and be mindful of your purchases, you can save money and make healthier choices at the grocery store. So next time you're tempted to wander aimlessly through the aisles, remember the power of a good grocery list and meal plan. Habit 3. Impulse buying, the thief of your wallet. We've all been there. You're out shopping and you see something shiny, cute, or trendy that catches your eye. Before you know it, you've thrown it into your cart and are headed to the checkout. Impulse buying can be tempting, but it can also be a major drain on your wallet. Think about it this way. If you're someone who regularly makes impulse purchases, those little splurges can add up over time. And let's face it, those impulsive purchases may not always be the most practical or necessary items. So, how can you break this habit and save money while shopping? One solution is to start shopping with a budget in mind. Determine how much you want to spend on a particular item or on your shopping trip as a whole and stick to it. This can help you stay focused and avoid unnecessary purchases. Another tip is to take some time to think before you buy. If you see something you're tempted to purchase, try waiting 24 hours before making a decision. This can help you avoid impulsive buying and give you time to consider if the item is really something you need or want. By being mindful of your spending and avoiding impulsive purchases, you can save money and make smarter shopping decisions. So the next time you're tempted to throw something into your cart on a whim, take a deep breath and think about your budget first. Habit 4. Paying for subscription services that you don't use. Have you ever signed up for a subscription service only to realize that you're not using it as much as you thought you would? Or maybe you signed up for a free trial, forgot to cancel it, and ended up getting charged for a full subscription. Subscription services can be a great way to access a variety of content or services, but they can also be a drain on your budget if you're not careful. Here are a few things to consider when it comes to subscription services. Make a list of the subscription services you're currently paying for. Look for ones that you don't use very often or that don't offer much value to you. Consider canceling these services to save money. Set reminders for yourself to cancel free trials before they turn into paid subscriptions. It's easy to forget about these trials, so setting a reminder can help you avoid getting charged for something you don't want. Consider switching to a different subscription service that better fits your needs. For example, if you're paying for a streaming service that you don't use very often, you might be able to find a more affordable option that still offers the content you want. Overall, subscription services can be a convenient and cost-effective way to access content and services, but it's important to be mindful of which ones you're paying for and whether they're providing value to you. By regularly reviewing your subscriptions and canceling ones that you don't use, you can save money and simplify your budget. Habit 5. Not shopping around for the best prices. Have you ever made a purchase without checking to see if there was a better deal available? It's easy to fall into the habit of buying things without taking the time to shop around, but this can end up costing you more money in the long run. Here are a few tips for making sure you're getting the best prices. Take advantage of price comparison websites and apps. These can help you quickly compare prices across different retailers to find the best deal. Don't be afraid to negotiate. If you see a price that you think is too high, try negotiating with the seller to see if they're willing to lower it. This is especially common when buying big-ticket items like cars or appliances. Use coupons and discount codes. Before making a purchase, check to see if there are any coupons or promo codes available that you can use to save money. You can often find these codes online or through email newsletters. By taking the time to shop around and look for the best prices, you can save money on your purchases and stretch your budget further. It may require a bit of extra effort up front, but it's worth it in the long run. Habit 6. Paying for convenience. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to see the appeal of paying for convenience. Who wouldn't want to have their dry cleaning picked up and delivered to their doorstep, or have groceries delivered straight to their kitchen? While these services can certainly make life easier, they can also add up quickly and eat into your budget. Here are a few things to consider when it comes to paying for convenience. Consider the cost benefit. Before paying for a convenience service, ask yourself if the cost is worth the time and effort it will save you. For example, is it worth paying a delivery fee to have groceries delivered, or would it be cheaper and more convenient to shop in store? Think creatively. Instead of paying for a convenience service, you might be able to come up with your own solution. For example, you might be able to consolidate your errands to save time and gas money, or you might be able to set up a carpool with coworkers to save on commuting costs. Paying for convenience can be tempting, but it's important to be mindful of the impact it can have on your budget. By considering the cost benefit and looking for free or low-cost alternatives, you can save money and still enjoy the convenience of services like delivery and dry cleaning. Habit 7. Not keeping track of your bank and credit card statements. It's easy to get caught up in the day. Today, hustle and bustle and forget to keep track of your finances. But failing to keep track of your bank and credit card statements can be a costly mistake. Here are a few reasons why it's important to regularly review your statements. To catch errors and fraudulent charges. By reviewing your statements, you can catch any errors or fraudulent charges that might have slipped through the cracks. This can save you a lot of hassle and potential headaches down the road. To stay on top of your budget, your statements can provide a clear picture of where your money is going each month. By regularly reviewing them, you can get a better sense of your spending habits and identify areas where you might be able to cut back and save money. To ensure you're getting the best deal, by comparing your statements to your budget and other options, you can make sure you're getting the best deal on things like credit card interest rates, bank fees, and other financial products. Overall, keeping track of your bank and credit card statements is an important part of managing your finances. By regularly reviewing them, you can catch errors, stay on top of your budget, and make sure you're getting the best deal. Habit 8. Paying late fees or overdraft charges. Late fees and overdraft charges can be frustrating and costly, but they're also avoidable. By being proactive and keeping track of your finances, you can avoid these fees and save money in the long run. Here are a few tips for avoiding late fees and overdraft charges. Set up automatic bill payments. By setting up automatic payments, you can ensure that your bills are paid on time each month. This can be especially helpful for bills that have a fixed due date, like rent or car payments. Use a budgeting app or software. These tools can help you keep track of your expenses and ensure that you have enough money in your account to cover your bills. Some apps even have features that can alert you when your account balance is running low. Keep track of your account balance. By regularly checking your account balance, you can avoid overdrafting your account or bouncing checks. You can check your balance online through a mobile banking app or by contacting your bank directly. Take advantage of overdraft protection. If you're worried about overdrafting your account, you might be able to sign up for overdraft protection. This service can cover any overdrafts that you might incur, but it usually comes with a fee. Be sure to compare the cost of overdraft protection to the potential fees you might incur without it to decide if it's worth it for you. Late fees and overdraft charges can be annoying and costly, but they're also avoidable. By setting up automatic payments using budgeting tools, keeping track of your account balance, and taking track of your account balance, and taking advantage of overdraft protection if needed, you can save money and avoid these fees. Habit 9. Not taking advantage of discounts or loyalty programs. Who doesn't love a good discount? Whether it's a sale at your favorite store or a loyalty program that rewards you for your business, discounts and loyalty programs can be a great way to save money and get more value for your money. Here are a few tips for taking advantage of discounts and loyalty programs. Sign up for newsletters and email lists. Many retailers and businesses offer discounts and promotions to their email subscribers, so it pays to sign up for newsletters and email lists from the companies you shop with regularly. Use loyalty cards and rewards programs. Many retailers and businesses offer loyalty cards or rewards programs that allow you to earn points or discounts on future purchases. Be sure to use these programs whenever you shop to get the most value for your money. Look for coupons and promo codes. Before making a purchase, take a few minutes to look for coupons or promo codes that you can use to save money. You can often find these codes online or through email newsletters. Don't be afraid to negotiate. If you see a price that you think is too high, don't be afraid to negotiate with the seller to see if they're willing to lower it. This is especially common when buying big-ticket items like cars or appliances. By taking advantage of discounts and loyalty programs, You can save money on your purchases and get more value for your money. It may require a bit of extra effort up front, but it's worth it in the long run. Habit 10. Using credit cards for everyday purchases and not paying them off in full each. Credit cards can be a convenient and useful tool for making purchases, but they can also be a source of debt if you're not careful. By using credit cards for everyday purchases and not paying them off in full each month, you can end up incurring interest charges that can add up quickly. Here are a few things to consider when it comes to using credit cards. Use credit cards wisely. Credit cards can be a convenient way to make purchases, but it's important to use them wisely. Avoid using credit cards for purchases that you can't afford to pay off in full each month, and be sure to pay your bills on time to avoid late fees and damage to your credit score. Use cash or a debit card for everyday purchases. If you're worried about overspending with a credit card, consider using cash or a debit card for your everyday purchases. This can help you stick to a budget and avoid building up credit card debt. Shop around for the best credit card. If you do use credit cards regularly, be sure to shop around and find the one that best fits your needs. Look for a card with a low interest rate, no annual fee, and rewards that align with your spending habits. Credit cards can be a useful tool, but it's important to use them wisely and avoid using them for purchases that you can't afford to pay off in full each month. By being mindful of your credit card usage and shopping around for the best card, you can avoid credit card debt and keep your finances in check.